Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We're back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And just like the other day when I said it had been too long since we did an unboxing and review video, we are starting off right here with episode 65, new figure pickups. I feel like it's been too long since we did one of these, and it may have only been a week ago, but usually I do try to always make sure we do at least one new figure pickups video every single week. This week, it had been kind of pushed off a little bit. It was delayed a little bit because we had some stuff that was coming in the mail, and every day was just a different something. Something was going on every day. We finally got everything here, and we are ready to rock and roll. So, the other day, I did an unboxing and review on none other than the greatest of all time, and even though that may be John Cena in the wrestling world, in the boxing world, it is none other than the man himself, Muhammad Ali. And you guys got to see this the other day. I'm going to go through it really quick. We got Muhammad Ali. This is the Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition 2-pack exclusive. And as you can see here, very nice detailed box. We get a little different Muhammad Ali on both sides, from in his fighting gear, in his fighting mode, versus being a referee for WrestleMania. And as we get into this here, put this out in front of you now. Like I said, we're going to go through this kind of a little bit quick, make it the first one of the video because we already did the unboxing and review. And here we are, though. We've got this amazing packaging. As I said in that video, Champions Boxer versus Wrestler Muhammad Ali. It's such a great addition to this amazing 2-pack of figures. You get these wonderful sides here, you know, very magazine-esque. Muhammad Ali on the side. There's magnets that run through here. We can pop those open. And I already took the film off of these so you can see it nice. Oh, did that fall? Ah, man, I'm gonna have to reset that. So this Muhammad Ali robe, his boxing robe, it comes with the accessory pack, and I wanted it to be displayed in the package, so I actually taped it across, but it must have came undone. I guess maybe I gotta resituate that. So we will get that situated in the near future. But Muhammad Ali in the boxing attire here, what is perceived to be Antonio Inoki down here. Unfortunately, they don't mention him in this packaging, but he is mentioned on WWE television here and there, so that's very cool. Would love someday to get an Antonio Inoki figure. How crazy would that be? But never say never when it comes to Mattel and wrestling action figures. Over here we got Muhammad Ali raising the hand of Hulk Hogan. Of course, none other than 1985 WrestleMania, and that is such a cool piece right there in and of itself. Of course, Antonio Inoki and Hogan are just painted on here. Those are not figures, just in case anybody can't tell. But very cool piece here, and I'm happy to add it to the collection. As like I said the other day, you know, there's those kind of like those one-and-dones, and I feel like that is a situation where, you know, now, even though it's more than just one figure, we have Ali in the boxing gear, we have him in the referee gear, we have him in the suit from the Territories 4-pack. I don't think we really need any more Muhammad Alis, but if they come out with something that is beyond expectations, hey, you never know, you might wind up putting yourself in another situation there for another Muhammad Ali figure. But up next, we are going to split away from Mattel for 1 second here, and then the rest of the video will be nothing but Mattel. But I got a cool one here for you guys. I don't know if this is going to stand up on his own. We will see. Can he stand up on his own? He can. Very cool here. So if you guys don't already know, a little throwback here to what has gone on in not only my wrestling collecting days, but as well as just what has happened in recent events. So as many of you may know, Sabu just recently wrestled his last match, and of course none other than Joey Janela was the man on the other side of that ring. And even though my favorited podcast, or one of my favorited podcasts, of course, none other than the Jim Cornette Experience, or the Drive-Thru with Jim Cornette. And I'll tell you what, Jim Cornette always giving me a good laugh. He calls Joey Janela Jelly Nutella. What a name. It's as good as the Cucamonga Kids. It's good as the Counterfeit Bucks. It is just one of the infamous lines of Jim Cornette. I love Jim Cornette. I would love to be able to meet Jim Cornette someday. How crazy would that be? How crazy would it be to sit down with Jim Cornette and get something going like this? I don't know. We'd have to make that a different type of video, because I don't think it would fit the audience that you guys have become in all the people that are now, you know, subscribed to me. And thank you guys so much for that as well. I mean, we are coming up on 2,000 subscribers quicker than we could ever expect. So very, very gracious, and so happy that I am putting out videos that make you guys want to keep coming back and watching and subscribing, and it's great. So I appreciate all of you. But Joey Janela, Joey Janela, he's in front of us here. It's Rising Stars of Wrestling. This is made by FTC, that is Figure Toy Company, and a cool story about Figure Toy Company. Obviously, I am in Rhode Island, coming out of Rhode Island for all of my life. There has never been a day where I was somewhere else, and I'll tell you what, it was fun to think back to the days of when the FTC, Figure Toy Company, the Wrestling Superstore, as we would call it, was right here in Cranston, Rhode Island. You used to be able to walk in and purchase items right inside the store there, and that was fun. That was such a great time, and what a time to be alive, what a time to be a wrestling fan. But Joey Janela in front of us here. Sabu's last match. We just recently got the Sabu figure in, which was great. Kind of sucks, you know, I had to speed up the process on getting that Sabu, and I spent a little bit more than I had anticipated. Obviously, you know, not expecting Sabu to pass away. I was going to hold off on grabbing him, you know, waiting for the price to come back down, but I wanted that Classic Superstars figure very much so. So with that, I had to get it, you know, instantly. I had to just jump on it. I think that was probably the best move, because when it comes down to Sabu figures, I gotta say, I think that Jakks Classic Superstars one is definitely the number one. It takes the cake for sure. And these figures here are very much similar style to Jakks. That's kind of what they're based off of. Very similar in scale. They have the same style bodies. I don't know if these actually say on the back. No, it just says Figure Toy Company, so I guess they must produce them, you know, on their own, and this is not something that they have outsourced by Jakks. But very cool here. I can't wait to get a few more people that are probably never going to see figures anywhere else, so that's why I jumped on this before it was gone. And they come with these little pull tags up here, as you can see, and that's what locks it in. So if you wanted to open this, you could cut this off, and these open very clamshell like. It's very nice for somebody who might want to display and maybe put it back in the box, or, you know, whatever. So very cool. But Joey Janela, Jelly Nutella for the Cornet fans, a very cool piece. I'm excited to add that to the collection. But now we get back into all of the Mattel stuff here, and we got to do it. We got to do it to you guys right here. This one's going to be a good one. You already know he is going by Big Bill, but at one point he was Big Cass, and what a figure this was. Not a first time in the line figure, I don't think. I think their first time in the line figures were actually a 2-pack or basics, if I remember correctly. Or maybe they were the other elites that they had prior to this, I think. So who knows? Maybe they were elites. I'd have to double check that. But when it comes to the attires, they made 2 sets of Big Cass and Enzo Amore, and I definitely think that the figures that came from this series were much better than the other ones. I do like the other Enzo, the other Big Cass Elite. I'm kind of about. It's not really anything too great. I think I like this one a lot better. I'm also a huge fan of red, so it's not hard to win me over with a red attire. But very cool here. We got Big Cass coming out of Elite Series 55. And a great figure here. A couple of shirts. Comes with that special microphone. The chain around his neck there, of course. And he's looking a little bug-eyed in that package. But we may have to unbox and review this somewhere down the road. It's great. I love it. I'm so happy to be able to put these in the collection. You know, what a time to still be into wrestling at that period. It was kind of like when I started to get out of it a little bit. But Big Cass, Enzo Amore, definitely a couple of guys that were keeping some real entertainment on TV at that time. So very excited to add these to the collection as well. Of course, you can't have one without the other, so we got to put up the realest guy in the room. It's Enzo Amore, and I love this figure. Love this figure for the attire. Love it just because it's got a lot going on. We got the certified G like baseball top there. The cheetah print pants with the hundreds on them, you know, very cool. And again, he comes with that same microphone that Big Cass has. He's got the same chains that came with JTG all the way back in Elite Series 6, plus one more on top of that. Very crazy head scan on this one, and I do enjoy it, though. It's very cool, and a great figure here all the way around for Enzo Amore. So Hey, you know, like I said, you can't have one without the other, and you can't be the realest guys in the room unless you have both of them, right? So it's great to have these both in the collection, like I said, to add these up. So we'll have to probably do an unboxing and review on both of them maybe very soon on the channel. So we'll see how that goes. We'll hopefully get to that sooner than later. Up next, as some of you know, they had the Mattel Creations sale. That was last week, so if you've already missed out on it, it is gone, it is over, and I'm assuming they will probably have one again down the road. They're always hitting us with those random sales, but for what it was worth and what we still need in the collection, this is, again, a perfect example of the one and done. So we got Giovanni Vinci, we got Ludwig Kaiser, this is Imperium, of course, at the time of when they were both still with Gunther. And as you guys already know, like I say many times over, there are a lot of figures that can be a one-and-done situation. Here, it is a fact. Giovanni Vinci, he's elite. These are both elite, so that Giovanni Vinci is going to be the one-and-done for me. I definitely will not be buying any more of his figure, as they not only will not be making any more of his figure now that he is gone from WWE, but I think the only other figures he had were basics, so I definitely won't be going out of my way to get that. But a very cool, elite Giovanni Vinci. And of course, Kaiser looking great there. Another more than likely one and done unless we get something crazy from a future Ludwig Kaiser figure. But one and done here. Imperium 2-pack. Like I said, Mattel Creations exclusive. And what a deal this was. I think this one was 32 or 30, something like that. So to be able to basically get two elites for the price of just about one. You know, after tax, most of those elites are running about $25 today. So whatever it was, 30 bucks, I think it's well worth the price. And there is no doubt that this may be the one and done for both of those figures in the collection. Up next, still running off of that great sale that they had on Mattel Creations, we've got the Coliseum collection, and this is the 2-pack with none other than Ravishing Rick Rude. And you see it on the side there with Jake the Snake, which means Jake the Snake is on the other side. Very cool Ultimate Editions here. You can see the other side of the package in there. We've already got these out and ready to go so you guys can check them out. Nice here. We'll start off with none other than Jake the Snake. And Jake the Snake looking real good with this figure. You know, again, Ultimates. Love getting Ultimates. And at one point I was very anti-Ultimate Edition as far as the figures. I thought they were a little bit too much articulation. And, you know, I wasn't really crazy about them. But they obviously they all get displayed, you know, whether it's in a package or if it's on a shelf, and very seldomly do I ever open these to leave them open. So it's not really that big of a deal anymore. I think we're doing good with these Ultimates, and I love getting new Ultimates. So very excited to add this Jake the Snake to the collection. This is now, I think, maybe my 4th or 5th Jake the Snake figure. So I don't know how many more we're really going to need. I do like collecting the Jake the Snake figures for the attires, for the different snakes that he does come with, as they've given us, you know, a few different styles, which is very cool. But I don't know. We'll see how many more we may need of these coming down the line in the future. Not 100% sure. Like I said, we'll have to see what attires they give us and where we go from there. But a great figure here, Jake the Snake Coliseum collection. And that is looking, well, how do I want to say this? It's looking like we probably will have more of even these coming down the road to see what adds to this collection, this Coliseum collection. But I don't think we'll see a lot of guys getting multiple Coliseum collection figures. You know, I mean, maybe Hogan, I could see that being a possibility, but it's nice to see that every time that we do get these, you know, brought to us, it's always something new, it's something exciting. Now that I have these, the only ones I believe that I am in search of right now that I have these, I think the only ones that are left are the Big Boss Man and the Bam Bam Bigelow. So hopefully we'll get that. And I forgot, we also do need to try to get that Sergeant Slaughter. What a figure that would be to add to the collection as well. But in front of us here, we got Ravishing Rick Rude. And another one here where I do say it's, you know, great to get different attires of Rick Rude. We do have him in that new Legends wave. That's very nice. I'd like to get the Chase figure of that for the attire. And I want to say now, I think, so those are, we already have that one. I think this is going to be maybe my 3rd Rick Rude at the moment. I think I got maybe 1 or 2 more, so I'm not sure, 3 or 4. But either way, you know, again, it's one of those things where I just think, who knows how many more tires we're really going to need for Rick Rude. And I definitely want that Chase Legends figure. But again, we'll see how many more, you know, how many more, I don't want to say deep cuts, but how many more great attires we get, or maybe one-off type deals where you're like, wow, I didn't expect to see that. Would have really liked to keep my Legends figures from back in the day, but unfortunately those are all gone. And that Rick Rude from way back that came with the black robe, that was one of my favorites at the time. As well, at that time, the Jake the Snake that had the flames on the pants and that black... that like black and flame like look that he had there. And I think that was around the same series as that Rick Rude. So give or take, but hey, either way, it's all just going to keep being what it is, guys. You know, we're collecting, we're finding things as we go. We find things here and there for great deals. And when you do find them, you pick them up. And until then, like I said, you know, we just keep on moving with it. It's like, how many more tires can we do? Who knows? I don't think it's a one and done situation, but it might be close. So up next, here's one that I definitely love collecting attires for, and it's none other than Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. I almost choked up there for a second. I always sometimes I'm like, you know, I go to read it and then I'm like, oh, the $1 Million Man, $1 Million Man. I don't know. I call him the $1 Million Man. I think everybody calls him the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. But he is here in front of you. A great attire as well. This like purplish pink with the money symbols. Looking great. I'm very excited for this one, as we do have both of his Legends figures, the Chase and the regular. And I think I have one other Ted DiBiase as well. So again, this is either the third, fourth, somewhere in there. Very excited for that, and looking forward to more Ted DiBiase figures in the future. Can't wait to unbox and review a lot of these Coliseum Collection figures as well. Going over their accessories, showing them off, seeing what we get here. So $1 Million Man will be up very soon on the channel. That is a fact. You can take that one to the bank. And up next, to round off this video, you already know what it's going to be now because you can just guess, right? You already know. It is none other than the Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And again, guys, this one here, a great figure. I am so excited for it. So excited to add it to the collection. And now, having the Chase and the regular from, I think it was Series 93? Or 94, I think it was 93, because 94 had the Hogan in it, I believe. So it was 93. Elite Series 93, we've got the regular and the Chase of that Steamboat. Now we've got this Steamboat. The only thing that we're missing right now is I'm really hoping we get a re-release of the Defining Moments Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, where he comes in that full dragon attire. And once we get that, I think with what we already have, I don't really see myself needing another Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Well, actually, I will say they did have one that was with the NXT TakeOver, I believe, packaging. So something like that style Steamboat, that was kind of like another kind of, like, I don't want to say gimmick, but, you know, just attire that I could see myself grabbing. But yeah, I think we're at the end of the road when it comes to Ricky the Dragon Steamboats. I don't think there's many more to grab. I definitely, like I said, I want that Defining Moments. If they don't re-release it, we might have to go after it eventually. But either way, once we get that one, and potentially, like I said, that NXT TakeOver style one that they did, might be something like that in the future as well. And then that, I think, puts the closing door on Ricky the Dragon for quite some time. But as always, guys, I do appreciate each and every single one of you for watching and sticking along all the way into this video. We're almost 20 minutes in, and I really try to keep these at 20 minutes or less when we do these, you know, new figure pickups or new pickups in general. Because as you already know, it can be anything. It could be figures, it could be DVDs, it could be video games, it could be absolutely anything. So, as always, I do appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't already heard, if you haven't heard the good word around town, guess what, guys? We are running a Money in the Bank sale on the MERCARI. It's the same way as it always is. We're going to have a link to the MERCARI in the comments or the description or both of this video. And as you already know, you get over to the MERCARI store page for me. You hit that follow button. Make sure you give me a follow. And then you go over to my list of just endless items. We've got over 1,000 items listed on the MERCARI store page, and you can go through them all. Like any of those items that you may be interested in receiving a discount or an offer on. And come tomorrow, Friday June 6th, Saturday June 7th, and Sunday June 8th, we're going to be sending out offers on everything except for hands. The hand accessories are the only thing that I will not be discounting, but heads and belts and chairs and ladders and figures that are boxed or loose or both or who knows what it will be, they will know one thing for sure. It will be on sale. So make sure you get over there. Like I said, you like the items that you're interested in. Those offers will go out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Remember, when you receive the offer, it is a first come, first serve. So if you're really wanting that item, if you really want to add that piece to your collection, don't wait, because there may be a ton of other people that have gotten that offer as well. You can tell that just by looking at who's liked it. It'll tell you right on the page. So if there's 30 likes, there's 5 likes, there's 50 likes, it'll tell you how many people are going to receive that offer. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you are definitely staying around your phone Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and checking out Money in the Bank Saturday night. We're going to put up the prediction video for Money in the Bank as well. That'll be coming at probably in about a day. I don't know. We're going to do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it Saturday. Who knows? We will definitely get to that very soon, though, because we have to. We have no other choice, right? Money in the Bank is Saturday, as well as Worlds Collide. We got to put a prediction video out for that. So we'll have those up very soon. And again, guys, like I said, make sure you're over at that MERCARI store page checking that out. The sale goes live tomorrow. It goes through all the way to Sunday. We're going to have a lot of items. We're going to be giving out a lot of great deals. And until the next new figure pickups, until the next unboxing and review, until the next toy hunt, until the next video in general, guys, you already know what it is. It's Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment on this video. Tell me, what was your favorite figure? What was your least favorite figure? What are you going to pass on? What are you going to get? Are you going to play the long game on some? Are you going to play no game on all? How about that? Little trick for you there. Play that one back, guys. You'll get it later. And I'll tell you what, until the next one, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.